Good afternoon, guys. Here we are with the Max Rando tourney of Zelda II Randomizer. Today we have Link7777 versus digshake, who is the creator of this randomizer. So I hope you enjoyed the match. This is a Max Rando, and well, let's see what the players begin with when they take off.
Took a quick peek there, Victor, before this thing kicked off. We're going to have 6 gems, a lot of life, and the raft to start things off. So it should be a relatively open start for these two.
Cool, so let's see how they handle this, how quick they do this.
It should really be a race to the glove and something to open the doors in the palaces to get things started off and just start placing gems as fast as possible, knowing these two guys. Looks like we're about to kick it off here.
Okay, here we go. So 8 heart containers and 6 gems, 4 lives. So yeah, and no spells, I believe.
I think it was reflect, and maybe jump, something else kind of inconsequential.
So the first thing they find is the town of Sadia, which has a free spell in it. So both players are gonna get their spell, pretty neck to neck in this moment.
Look like shield. Which, going off of the amount of lives and life they have available, isn't really that big of a deal, especially early here.
Yeah, I'm finding the other side of Sadia, which also isn't helpful at all.
Got Palace 2. And Palace 1, looks like.
Oh, that's weird how in Palace 1 and Palace 2 in the West, you don't see that every day.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that Link is going ahead and just diving right into this. If he can find a key or two here early, he might be able to clear it right away. And I think this is going to be, even with 6 gems, this is going to be a quick seed with all the lives and life available to these experienced guys.
Yeah, too bad he didn't get the key in the crumbling bridge. So now he has to grind for a key. So let's see how that goes. Meanwhile, digshake keeps exploring and goes to the east. Man, that is a move I always make and doesn't turn well. So let's hope it turns out well for him.
Yeah, headed straight into a digshake playground of swamp here. A long stretch.
Yeah, not looking promising so far. It looks like bootlocked. Let's see if he finds anything, but doesn't look promising at all.
Headed east on Swamp Highway here.
Well, at least he finds the entrance to that valley, so that's something. But
we got Link pressing on into the room to try and snag a key out of here. So we'll see if he runs into a key door that's worth something before he gets blocked out of here.
Yeah, meanwhile, digshake is in an item cave, seeing if he can get his first item of the day, because, well, this seed hasn't had a lot of items so far. And grinding for experience from a blue red Lisafo, maybe. I don't know what color this guy is because we can see it. And Link finding an item room in Palace 1, so
if this is the glove or the boots, this could be really helpful to have right away. Trophy could, with 6 gems. Now we already have reflect. It's probably not a big deal. And looks like a P bag for digshake over in the east.
yeah, so far no lag for our players. Yeah. What do you remember what positions the spells they started with are?
I think I couldn't tell for sure. I was waiting to take a second look. I think reflect might be in the Rudo slot. Oh no, it looks like it's Raru and then maybe Darunia, so no kid, if I saw that right.
Okay, we'll have to check when they open the menu later. So far the bets the players made aren't paying off so much. Digshake finding a desert tile that turns out to be a pivak, so I think digshake is getting a bit ahead in terms of experience. He's already on attack 3, so that could play some role in this seed.
Yeah, I think that's big. Attack 3 is big for him. The life spells, they're not going to need as much. It also looked like the third palace on the west is Palace 4. Which, with Reflect already in their bag, they might be able to clear that really fast.
So the position of the spells is 1, 3, and 5. So that means that Rauru, Saria, and Naburu are useless in this moment. And well, Link goes into the town of Miro to get his downstab technique, which I learned yesterday that is vital to get as soon as possible, because it can cost you a race.
That it can. It is very important. Gives you a lot more survivability in certain situations.
Yeah, Digshake's strategy today reminds me of what I did last night, and well, the difference is that he's good at it, so let's see if it pays off for him. It is a bet exploring the east early.
It really is a 50-50 shot. Maybe even a little worse than that, because you have to be able to survive. But we've got P-Bag Cave here over for Link, so we'll see if he gets something important early here.
And more P-Bags. People are getting full of money today.
With 8 heart containers at the start, there's going to be a lot of P-Bagging going on here.
So Digshake getting attack 4. So he's getting full on attack 9 strategy here. So yeah, the thing is that Digshake is getting all the experience in this moment. He's getting all the P-Backs in the east, which are they tend to be a lot of 500 experience P-backs. So yeah, that could play a role here because, well, Link hasn't found anything important in the West, so it's looking good at this moment for digshake. At least he's not missing anything important so far.
So far, yeah.
Yeah, because Link is getting into Medicine Cave, so we'll see what that has for us. And it is the medicine, so it could be useful. We will see when he goes to Mido to cash his medicine. Meanwhile, I've missed what spell digshake got from Okasura.
Looked like life, I believe.
And he gets into a P-back cave in the east. And another P-back. So the levels keep coming for digshake.
10 minutes in, a lot of P-bags, no way to get through doors into palaces, and no glove yet, so a lot of checking still left to do.
Yeah, it seems that the palaces are what are holding the big items, and well, Dead Mountain could also be a thing. So we'll see. They are looking mostly for the glove, but well, the magic key and the boots can be helpful. So we'll see what appears first.
Yeah, digshake back on the west now finds an entrance to Death Mountain that's completely blocked off. And another one that's only got one cave.
And Link gets Thunder out of Mido, so that could be a thing, man. We haven't seen Thunderbird lately, so maybe he makes an appearance today.
Yeah, I think Thunderbird's batting somewhere around the Mendoza line, about 1 in 5, 1 in 4 of being required, at least from early returns from the tournament here. So it could definitely play a big role.
So digshake is in Hard Container Cave, getting his kit. So yeah, players are getting like totally opposite strategies so far. They are getting the items that the other isn't. So at least we know that Thunder is not in Darunia, so
which it looks like from what our tracker melee wizard has down there, that digshake picked up the kid, and I did miss that.
yeah, the kid was in Hard Container Cave in the west. And we're gonna get some light in the caves thanks to Link 777 that picks the candle in the trophy cave. Followed by digshake, who's gonna get also the candle in that cave. So now we can see what is happening there. So for those new to the randomizer of Zelda II, As you can see, if you have played the vanilla version of Zelda 2, the overworld is completely randomized, and palaces rooms are also shuffled, and enemies are shuffled, and items of course are shuffled. And well, Max Rando makes things possible, like for example digshake getting the glove out of Magic Container Cave, so well, that's good for him. Meanwhile, Link getting the key out of the Heart Container Cave. Let's see how fast Link finds that Magic Container Cave with the glove.
Yeah, that glove is about 50% of the way to full digshake here.
Yeah, and digshake getting a magic container out of the grass tile, so that will help him in his journey. The thing is that so far none of the players have gotten the magic key or the spell of fairy, so palace exploring is not yet an option.
As soon as they have fairy or the key, though, they will be blazing through these palaces, especially digshake already at 444 for leveling. That's I think he's going to make quick work out of those palaces once he can.
Of course, and he takes Parappa Cave to see where it leads him. And it leads him into Jump Cave and a palace that is there, that I believe is Palace 4, because Link already explored that part of the continent.
Did you catch what the spell out of Rando was?
It was thunder. Oh no, sorry. No. I did, but I forgot. Fire? Okay. The chat is saying that it was fire. We haven't seen if it is linked to anything.
Now digshake gets his medicine for thunder. Strange seed to be about 15 minutes in and already have access to all spells. I mean, maybe short of finding the towns on the east, but all the spell items that quickly is a rare sight.
Yeah, totally. And well, the sacrifice for that is that, well, they can't explore palaces yet. So digshake is gonna hope for something to let him check the palaces soon. And well, Link catches up with the glove in Magic Container Cave, so yeah, they're pretty much head to head in this moment, except for the fact that digshake is a little better in terms of levels, and that he already explored the east, so he has a little bit of an advantage in this moment. But let's see how these players take this on.
Yeah, as we sit, as digshake grabs downstab here, outside of a few levels, which can definitely play a role, they're virtually tied right now.
So Link 7 takes on the exploring of the east, finds the huge swamp. He's gonna have to pay taxes to digshake for invading his swamp.
The tolls from the swamp highway coming up the eastern continent here.
So yeah, in this moment the trackers look exactly the same. So this is a pretty close race so far. Let's see if digshake takes those advantages he has in this moment and makes it off. But Link is playing a good game so far.
Yeah, the early gamble on which continent to explore first had no real early returns here. There's something we have to be overlooking, and it might be diving a palace for the key, or finding a town on the east that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I think digshake priority now could be getting Fairy at all costs. Let's see how he does that. Oh, he has 2 of the spell items. He has cached 1 of them. So we'll see if he goes to the east to search for Darunia, or if he takes on a palace, or if he goes to Dead Mountain. Who knows?
That Death Mountain looks like a real pain.
Yeah, I think that is last place in his head in this moment.
But I think you're right. I think we're approaching the last straws. It doesn't seem like the east opens up to anything that digshake missed, but it's definitely possible. And that's actually where he's heading right now to double check, looks like.
Yeah, so they are head to head in this moment because, well, Link can find at any moment something that digshake missed. Well, and there's that palace in Dead Valley, which we don't know what palace that is. So.
Yeah, with no key and especially no fairy to fairy feed over those encounters, that would be a pain as well to get to.
Yeah, and digshake just doesn't even look back to it. So he's gonna take some caves, some pasture caves, to see where they lead him.
They're kind of right on each other's heels right now, all thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they're on the same swamp.
There's an additional palace here. 3 or 6.
Town for digshake. Let's see what it is. And it is useless town, man.
Oh, and he's diving in there.
Wow. If he's gonna ask them, oh yeah, he's gonna do the thing. So he's pulling a Victor Santa Fe right now. Wow, that's weird for digshake to do.
It's a lot of information to retain, especially for most of the experienced runners. Obviously, the bulk of things are, if you haven't been somewhere before, you haven't gotten the spell, but with these max rando flags starting with spells, it can play with you, especially 20-30 minutes into a seed.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I do that all the time. So, yeah. And Link getting the pivax that he didn't get before because he was in the west. The problem is that now he is in a position where levels are a bit expensive, so yeah, they help, but not that much, while digshake finds Maze Island.
Yeah, this could be big, getting into Maze Island here. Or not.
Yeah, he's looking for a town. I believe he's looking for Darunia.
Yeah, with the kid tucked away in the satchel right now, there's 2 free spells and a guaranteed access if you can find them to fairy and opening doors. So that must be what he's thinking here.
And we see the inaccessible water tile. He tries to get in, but the water doesn't let him. Link is allergic to water and lava.
Digshake has exited that swamp highway and did find New Kasuto here, and it looks like he's getting the magic container item.
It is the hammer. Well, what do you think about the hammer at this point?
At this point, it seems like that would be pretty useless unless the glove is tucked away in Spectacle Rock.
Well, we already found the glove, so...
Oh, no, you're right.
Useless.
No, we aren't. There's really nothing that could be there. The boots could be helpful, but no one's going to dive into Spectacle Rock just for the boots.
Yeah, especially when we've seen that almost everything is accessible without the boots. It takes a bit of time, but I believe... Well, we haven't found Darunia, but it seems like it's in this portion that Digshake is exploring. Let's see. And the spell is a spell, so he can get the spell from the spell item from the spell location in the end of New Kasuto.
And again, I think it's the same thing. I don't think that that's going to be worth anything to him, but we'll find out. It could be the boots.
Yeah, he hasn't found the trophy, so he's still thinking about items a little bit in his head.
That's right. He does not know that that is just fire sitting in Trophy Town.
Yeah, well, guess what? He gets a payback. So, well, at least he's close to a level.
Now, did anybody see Link test out fire?
Solid.
Yeah, or catch that any of the other spells might shoot some fire out.
Yeah, Link catching up to Digshake to where that portion of the East Continent we hadn't seen. So yeah, they're still looking for magic key, as Killane says on chat. That is still a thing. So
Digshake did get to Darunia now, so we are going to have Fairy for him, and it's going to be a cascade from here. He's found just about every palace. Well, he has found every palace, so it's just a matter of knocking them out now.
and he doesn't get the abstab technique, so that's a bet you make when you get into Darunia. So far, no abstab required in Great Palace in this tournament, right?
Not as far as I've seen. It's a relatively small chance, but I'm a person, being a newer runner, that I always take the bet to just go ahead and grab it. For me, it makes the bird nights easier.
So yeah, Link in New Kasuto, about to get his hammer, his spell, and his payback. We have 6 gems today, Boss Thunder. Digshake didn't get abstab, but I don't know if they started with it. I don't think they did. I haven't seen them use it, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen it pulled out of the bag yet.
So Digshake gets into a palace that looks like Palace 5, maybe?
Definitely is Palace 5. Yeah, I went through the pass-through wall a little bit ago.
Hey Duster, how's everything going? Good to see you here. So yeah, Carmax is not in this race. That is a good way to call him. So digshake gets blocked by a key, so yeah, this is a sieve. But he got Fairy out of Darunia, so he's waiting to level up. And I think he's gonna level up because he's close to it and he's gonna get the P back. Which is not a P back today, it is a key, which is also useful. Wow. Yeah, you never see this room explored in Palace 5, but today it played a big role because it got him through a door.
Link 7's still on the grind for Darunia, but I think he's closing in on it.
So yeah, exploring Palace 5. If Kulanis is still here, will you have done that? Or will you have looked for somewhere else to explore? And you, JJ, what do you think about digshake exploring Palace 5?
At this point, I mean, for me, it's got to be done. He might as well. He's there. It's right next to where Darunia was and where Link is getting the upstab at right now. So, you got to do it. Might as well just get it out of the way right away. Personally, for me, I would want to be attack 5 for Guma, but for somebody like digshake here, who's got weeks and weeks and years of experience fighting all these different fights, it's probably not going to be an issue for him.
Yeah, also he has 8 heart containers, so, and he has life and shield, so I think Guma's fight is not a concern at this point. So okay, Killane is pointing out that Link did get upstab and digshake didn't, so let's see how Karma Games play here and how Great Palace punishes these players.
Now, to your point about Palace 5, Victor, we know that 1, 2, and 4 are on the west, and we know that GP is going to be on the east. So routing-wise, it wouldn't have been necessarily a bad play to just up A once you knew you were ready to go. Get to those easier palaces. 1 and 4 are the shortest here, and 2 is about the next easiest that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see if you don't get lucky, find the key out of there.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, because, well, he's in full digshake mode, but the key, the magic key, is still a thing. So I think it's better to look for items in small palaces first, because, well, Palace 5 has a lot of doors and he has been forced to dead abuse, and that takes time. So I don't know. I am not someone to to say what to do in this game, because I always make very bad choices, but I think exploring other palaces will have been better. But well, 2 of the best gamers of this game are exploring Palace 5 this moment, so I think I'm missing something important.
Part of that, at least from my perspective, what'll play into that is confidence. These guys are obviously going to be very confident that they'll be able to handle any situation presented. But as Palace 5 moves along here and they get deeper and deeper into it without finding Guma, it becomes, like you said, more and more of a time sink, just because you have to take the extra time to refill magic, grab a key, or death abuse. But here we go. Digshake's made it through. He's at Guma. See if he can make quick work out of this.
So yeah, that Guma hits a little bit hard. He's with shield and takes almost 2 hard containers per hit. So digshake has to play it safe so far. He doesn't want to lose the time of this fight. And he does it. He gets Guma, so... And he gets a level. So that's lucky for him.
Yeah, we see the different level strategies playing out here, where Link Sevens is already at attack 5. Digshake's about to take life 6 and be at 4, 5, 6 there. So we're probably going to see Link's already positioned to take attack 6 if he can finish this out on this life for Guma. Of course, the higher the attack, the quicker things kind of move through these palaces, so that could play a little bit of a factor as well.
Yeah, it is surprising to see how quickly Link got that attack 5. But yeah, I think he capitalized all the pillags in the east. So yeah, that could play a role for him.
I think it's worth mentioning this is an insanely close race at 36 minutes in. Again, a virtual tie. Digshake's about, what, like a minute, maybe 2 tops ahead, just for having gotten through more of Palace 5 and completed it here. But big swings are going to come if one person finds the key and the other doesn't. Or, like I say, little things can pile up, like attack levels.
Yeah, so digshake is avoiding... is going back. I don't know, what do you think digshake is looking for at this moment? Oh, he's getting to 3 or 6, okay.
Right, and hard to say if that would have been, like we said, if you up A and do 1, 2, and 4 first, if that cuts down on some of the travel time in the east, especially with it being a lot of swamp highway there.
Yeah, that could be a thing that you never think about. And these players are so seasoned that maybe they think about it. They consider that to be a factor.
So Palace 3 here, no Rebanak yet, but he's cruising right through. And Link 7's is still, oh, takes a death there, but Link 7's still searching out Guma right now.
Yeah, rushing through that lava room most of the times it makes you pay. So yeah, that room isn't that hard because it doesn't have flying enemies, but you just have to stop a little bit to make the enemies fall. And well, when you are in full digshake mode, you just don't have time to wait.
Right, diving right in. So digshake stops off here. He does pick up the item out of 3, which is just one of his many procreations. So nothing helpful out of 3.
Yeah, I really hope the update is gonna pull off someday of this game includes changing the sprite of the 1-ups to his face. So yeah, that will be good.
Digshake noted in chat before starting up the match today that he has completed transforming one of the palaces into a hidden palace on the update. So things are in works for the new version coming out, hopefully not too long from now.
Yeah, so now we're gonna get more use out of the flute, which most of the times, like 98 or 99% of the times, it's completely useless, the flute.
Yeah, it'll become virtually, well, unless we're doing a seed like Max Rando here where there's less than 6 gems, it'll become a required item. We've got double boss fights going on here. Link 7's is Taguma here, and putting the sword in his body. We've got digshake hammering the helmet down on Revenak.
So yeah, at this moment I think digshake has a bigger lead in this moment compared to before. However, as we already noted, digshake didn't get the abstract technique, so that could come into play to Great Palace because Link did. So we'll see how that Great Palace treats us. Also, we're still missing some big palaces like Palace 6, which could troll any of our players, like Palace 5 trolled Link a little bit. So yeah, still anyone's race so far. Digshake has a little bit of an advantage.
Right, 2 gems to 1 right now. I was a little curious to see if Link 7's might do the save and quit to get back to the west. Again, I'm not sure. You know, these guys again are much better than I am and much more experienced. So there, to me, must be an advantage too that they've noticed in taking care of these East Palaces first.
Yeah, now digshake is digging the items into Maze Island and checking what the palace is. So yeah, that's a weird way of doing things because he had to cross a medium swamp to get to Palace 3, and now he had to go back that swamp to get into Maze Island, and he finds the boots. Well, that could be helping him in terms of speed.
Definitely coming back east from finishing those palaces on the west. That's a lot of time not spent walking through swamp.
So he finds Palace 6 in Maze Island.
And it looks like Link is forgoing Palace 3 for the time being and is right behind digshake going into 6 here, so he will have the boots as well. Which, like you mentioned, I think this is the most likely palace where we'd see somebody taking a different turn here could make a big time difference.
Yeah, Palace 6 is full of drops and loops, and sometimes it is easy and straightforward, very vertical palace, but sometimes it punishes you. So yeah, this could be a factor in play in this moment.
Yeah, especially with... Now this would be another big advantage without having the key, is digshake's at magic 6. So I haven't looked and seen what the fairy cost difference is, but it's much more likely that he's going to have a smooth way through this palace than it is Link right now.
So yeah, so far the only thing that could come helpful for the runners is the magic key. But I don't think we're gonna see it. Let's see if we find it, but I don't think it will be a thing in this match.
I agree. The odds are getting better and better that it's in 3 or 5 that we've already left and aren't likely going back to, or you know, Death Mountain. Nobody's diving Death Mountain on this seed for anything.
Yeah, and I think nobody will. It didn't look promising, and well, you can go for the spectacle rock, but at this moment runners have everything they need to finish the game.
Now, I might have seen this wrong. I'm gonna see here. It looked like digshake saw the item room in 6 and just noped out of there, didn't want to deal with it, fight a Rebanak and sink a bunch of time in for whatever might be over there. That is, if I saw that room correctly, which is not necessarily the case.
So fairy, you can use it 3 times per life at this moment, so yeah, that isn't that bad. Still some death abuse from the players, but casting fairy 3 times per life is not a bad thing. So yeah, we're here on round 2 of the Zelda II Randomizer Max Rando tournament. So welcome to the new seers. We have digshake and Link 7 playing a match here, having to place 6 gems. Digshake has placed 2, while Link has placed only 1. And well, as I think what Link saw was correct, that digshake left the item room, because well, Link did that in this moment. He's gonna get the key in that room, and well, he's gonna keep exploring. Let's see who finds Barba first, because both players didn't decide to not take the item.
Right, and I think even from what we know, it's a 1 in 8 chance at best that that item's in there, that it's the key, but and that's a long time sink for fighting a Rebanak and going in there and then having to backtrack out of there, since it's a dead end after that, obviously.
Yeah, if life levels and the quantity of lives were different, I maybe would have gotten into that item, but yeah, thinking in this point, I will have also discarded the item.
You see the hop over the K-hole here leading into another split room with a drop. So a lot of options still left to explore.
Yeah, I kind of believe that Link will find Barba first, but
We haven't,
let's see.
unless I missed it, I have not seen Digshake fighting this pass-through Rebanak yet, but I could have missed that pretty easily as well.
Yeah, now digshake has to dead abuse to get out of here, so...
And there we go.
Yeah. So let's see how long does digshake take to get into Barba, because well, Link definitely got caught up a little bit here.
Yeah, he's gonna drop. Yeah, Digshake's off in a loop here. So there is a turn far earlier that he did not take that Link 7's did. So Link 7's made up a good amount of time here. We'll see if that can make up for the Palace 3. Didn't look like a tough Palace, but it probably took Digshake about 2 or 3 minutes tops there. He might be able to make that up.
Yeah, also, well, what do you say about the levels? He's taking attack 7, so he's going full on aggressive mode to finish those palaces as quick as you can and defeating the bosses as fast as you can too, so that could come into play. Yeah, now Link gets into Palace 2, I believe, or that's... I can't see very well.
I think that's Palace 1 right there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that makes more sense now, so the experience of these two runners starting to show versus what I have in my bag, which is very limited. Get to Maze Island, that's a dead end. You don't want to have to walk out of there and then up A from there, so you've only got to do one trip. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so digshake is in Barba. I don't know how much time he took after Link. I think it was like 3 minutes. So I think digshake is still a little bit ahead, but we'll see. The attack level can be a thing, and the up stab can also be a thing.
Digshake sidesteps into the lava there, so it's going to take about, 30 more seconds than it did for Link's here.
Yeah, those 3 minutes turned into 5 minutes now, so yeah, that he's getting caught up by Link. So this is gonna be a close race, I think. Let's see how the players fare with these conditions.
Right, and we see Link 7's actually taken a brief lead here on the gem count, taking care of Horsehead very quickly in Palace 1. So strap in, everybody. This one is coming down to the wire here.
So yeah, I think it's time for everyone to place their bets, because we are in the moment that it's anyone's race so far. Little bit of advantages for each players here, but I'm curious to see what people think about who's gonna win this.
So Digshake diving into 1 now. He's already got 3 cleared. Link halfway through 2, give or take, depending on how trolly that palace wants to be. And the big thing, we talked about it earlier, but the leveling. So at this point, 5 and 6 are out of the way for both runners. So Magic 6 over Magic 3 less of an advantage at this point than it was previously, whereas Attack 7 over Attack 5 might be a advantage for Link 7 here.
Yeah, Palace 2 is, I believe, the other palace. Well, 2, 5, and 6, I believe, are the palaces that can punish you very badly. 2 is especially bad because, well, it has a lot of dead ends for its small size. So yeah, it's a palace that can take quite a bit and can be very fast if you make a non-conventional routing of it.
So, just like that, digshake transitions back into the gem lead here, 4-3. But yeah, we've got some trolls left in 2, some trolls left potentially in 4, where there are a lot of right-way dead ends as well.
Digshake has another advantage in this moment, and it is the fact that he can cast Fairy at least 3 times. For what I've seen, I believe Link can only cast it once. So yeah, that is a thing, because he has to dead abuse a lot. Yeah, Fairy can only be cast once in Link's side. So yeah, that is a factor, that is a huge factor. Because, well, palace exploration will be a lot faster for digshake.
It is true. That's why I find it so surprising that Lynx was able to make up time in 6 with a 1-3 fairy cast advantage. And just like that, Helmet Head goes down, and we're all tied up back at 4 gems apiece.
Yeah, and that Helmet Head only took 2 hits, so yeah, that's another difference of having attack 7, so yeah.
I don't know what you think, Victor, or what some of the more experienced guys in chat think, but this looks like this is going to come down to Grand Palace.
Yeah, that will be the deciding factor, I think. So yeah, Great Palace will be the most valuable player here. Let's see if Abstab becomes the most valuable player here. That will be interesting. Not wanting to jinx digshake, but it could happen.
That is true. That's true. As Kool-Aid pointed out in chat, as he passed it up and Link 7 swooped in behind to pick it up, that can be a big factor. It's not necessarily likely, but it can be.
So Buzz Thunder was predicting that Link was gonna get Magic 5 out of the gem placement, and well, he doesn't. He takes attack 8. So yeah, that's that. He wants that attack 9 so badly, so he can be praised by the chat. Attack 9 is very, very popular in chat.
He gets to the item room in 4 and passes it up. Meanwhile, digshake takes the gem lead back down to 5-4. Now, Link 7's, he left Palace 3 over there, but Palace 3 was very close, if I remember right, to the Death Valley Trail there, so he may be dropped off right next to it, where digshake, once he gets Gem 6 placed, is going to have a little trek to go.
Yeah, and having the boots will help him getting there fastly, so that's a thing.
And Link 7's blocked by a key door there.
the decision to not get Magic 5 was plainly bad. I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah.
Yeah. That could be a big difference maker right now. Taking attack 8. Digshake is slowly, actually not slowly, he's steadily catching up here.
The thing about getting blocked by keys is that if you're lucky, it can lead you into the right way, while your opponent will take the normal way and get led to the dead ends and everything. So let's see if luck plays a role here in Palace 4 for Link.
Link 7s gets P-bagged on the potential magic drop, which would have given him enough, but then he comes to a key. And I think you're right, if this turns out to be Carrick here, this could be a big turn of luck, as we see Digshake going through one of the key doors, so Link 7's passed. Oh, but it looks, yeah, Digshake's in Carrick, so that is going to have the opposite effect here.
Yeah, that's the judgment from the Zelda II Randomizer, man. That's the judgment you get for making your choices. Every choice can be a punishment here.
And again, very, very inexperienced on my side for all the ins and outs, but that does seem like a clerical error to take attack 8 there. So we'll have to ask him about that post-game.
Yeah, who knows, maybe he pressed the button on accident or something.
Digshake with the 6th gem placed, and he's going to be making his way to Grand Palace. Link 7s is making his way back to those doors he could not get through earlier.
Yeah, at this moment, the only thing that can save Link is Abstab required, or, well, a very, very punishing Great Palace, where Link takes the opposite way to Digshake and gets awarded with Dark Link fast. So who knows, but I think in this moment Digshake's advantage is very big.
Definitely agree with that. Now a note for anyone not accustomed to the Max Rando flags. Thunderbird is not going to be required. He will be in the palace somewhere. So he could be required, likely won't be, and it'll be up to random chance whether we see him at all here. But just keep that in mind, they aren't necessarily looking for Thunderbird. Dark Link could be around any corner, and instant win for Digshake if it is that case.
So Digshake taking the drop. Taking drops early in Great Palace tends to be a good thing, but we'll see if it is.
And this is going to take a little longer for Link 7s here. He does not have enough magic to cast Reflect now that he's gotten to Carrick.
Yeah, meanwhile, Boss Thunder in chat sends his sibling to Boss Thunder Digshake. So, yeah, congratulations on doing your job, Boss Thunder.
Got the first drop, or I guess second drop coming up here for Digshake. See if he's going to check right first. And looks like he's going back for the drop.
I believe the right of Eon drop was a loop. I didn't check the enemies, but I think he was in that drop before. I don't know, not sure.
couple of blue, not gonna say the normal word because I'm not really sure what it is for the bird knights, but blue bird knights coming up here.
The bird is the word.
And we've got gem number 5 placed for Link 7's. He is leveling up his magic and life. And will be making his way to Rebenek as fast as possible. We're seeing a good amount of branches here, so there's still some chance that this trolls digshake for a little while and he's unable to get right to Dark Link. They do have a lot of heart containers, obviously, and a lot of lives, so it's really just a matter of time, but he has some dead ends that he might be exploring first.
Yeah, we're still waiting to see if upstep is a factor here. Anything can happen. Last night's race with Trails and Nightcrawler was very interesting because real life ended up playing a factor because, well, Nightcrawler's emulator crashed in the middle of Great Palace. It was very close to Dark Link where the emulator crashed, so that cost him the race.
Goodness. I did not get to catch that match yet, but that is tragic, because it did look like a very close time, if I remember right.
Yeah, he was like 3 minutes behind in the defeating Dark Link. Yeah, and also, well, he had the unfortune of checking another route after he crashed. So, yeah, that's it. So, Thunderbird appears in front of Digshake's eyes. So let's see if it is required.
Always hopeful for a dead end right after Thunderbird, just because it's such a pain.
Yeah, so no problems at all for Digshake defeating Thunderbird. And we're getting to see what Thunderbird is hiding. And Link at least in Magic 5, so he didn't take attack 9. So I expect a boo from the chat. And well, he now can cast Fairy 3 times.
So this might be a good time to mention, since we saw Trails, as you mentioned, he went 2-0 last night. Both of these runners are 1-0 at this point, so whoever comes out of here on top is going to be moving on to the bracket stage automatically and just playing for seeding in round 3.
Yeah, congrats to Trails. His hard work and his obsession with this game has paid off. So yeah, congratulations to him for being a beginner and making it to the second round of this tournament.
He's put a lot of hours into the Max Rando here. He's probably, I don't even know if this is debatable, but he puts the most hours into this Rando. Racing, 7, 8, 9, 12 times a day sometimes, seems like, so good for him. Oh, and there we go. Final screen for Digshake.
So no upstep required. And I didn't check if Thunderbird was required. I think he kind of was. But well, so GG to Digshake. He has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 8 minutes and 9 seconds. Sorry for the spoiler, but well, this fight is pretty impossible to fail, unless something happens in real life or something. So GG to Digshake.
it really came down to just a little faster exploration early, and those extra magic levels versus the attack levels. It's a hard decision to make on the fly, but the magic levels with routing these palaces with just fairy was the way to go, looks like. So GG to digshake.
Yeah, I think digshake was ahead at that moment, but yeah, the chance that Link had to catch up to digshake was lost as soon as he took attack 8. So let's see how Link 7 does this great palace. Didn't look too bad, but well, digshake makes everything look easy, so we'll see. Yeah, Q-Lane, that could be a thing. Getting a power outage after defeating Dark Link and not being able to type done. So yeah, that could happen. We haven't seen any soft locks in this tournament. That could also be a thing, you know, defeating Barba and dying into the lava and not getting the key and getting soft locked. That could also happen. So yeah, real life is part of Max Rando.
Link 7s is taking some twists and turns here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that Thunderbird was required. I think I saw digshake up A out of GP real quick after Thunderbird and took a different turn early. So we might be seeing Link 7s following the same path that digshake took.
So yeah, the right of Eon Drop is a loop that leads to the Jackimus room, I believe, and he's gonna get Boss Thunder. So yeah, Boss Thunder is the most valuable player of today's seed.
Well, and we do have digshake joining us in chat now. Good game, sir.
Hey guys, thanks. Yeah, that was that raft landing on the eastern continent there was hilarious. I thought that was the best part of the whole seed.
The swamp highway leading up the back end of the east continent.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was kind of a pain. If those had not been road encounters, oh my gosh, that would have been like, imagine if that got shuffled to be a lava encounter or something. That would just have been insane. But thankfully we didn't have to deal with that.
Right, and the boots being just about as far away as possible, that would have been a pain for quite a while.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused what to do about the boots because, I mean, obviously they would have saved a lot of time traversing that overworld, but on the other hand, I knew pretty early on that I didn't really need them, so taking the extra time to track them down didn't really seem worth it to me either. So, I mean, I found them, but I was basically already done. Not like done, but, you know, well on my way when I found them, so they didn't really help me all that much.
Right, and I can tell you that Link 7's found the boots. He was right on your tail coming out of 5 and going into 6 about the same time you were. He picked him up at that same juncture.
Oh, wow, so okay.
No real advantage to be had there for either runner.
So it sounds like it was a pretty close race then.
Big difference in it was, well, you did 3 before doing 6. And Link 7's did not. He did 3 last. So you were a gem up at that juncture. But the other main difference was leveling strategy. So if he could actually talk a little bit about what your strategy with taking levels was, I think that would help out here.
Well, early on, Whenever I say I have 8 heart containers, I'm not worried about life levels. So I was stacking attack levels as fast as possible early game, and then after a certain point, I think I got to like 444 or something. Once I hit that, I'm basically comfortable, like beating the game, pretty much. So after that, it was just like whatever I got, I took, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of grinding. I'm not a big fan of trying to grind up levels. I noticed that the drippers were really profitable this seed, but it was too late by the time I found that out.
Right. Well, both of you did a great job at leveling early. I mean, you got a lot of life out of the gate, and you two are both top-notch at combat in all sorts of different circumstances. It did seem that having the extra magic levels through the palaces was a huge advantage without finding the magic key.
Oh yeah, that I did emphasize magic a little early because when I found fairy, it was still 50, and that seemed a little high to me. So I did. I think I skipped a level to get another magic level, bring it down some more.
Yeah, Link did all the palaces with that price of fairy, so that
really?
that cost him the race. Yeah, he did well. He only could cast fairy once per life, so because he took attack 8 in the 4th gem he placed. So yeah, that was bad for him. Now he's at Thunderbird.
Yeah, that Thunderbird. You wind all the way through that long path and find Thunderbird, and then Dark Link is like 3 rooms away from the start.
Right.
Oh well, that's how it goes.
I am curious about why you did Palace 3 before getting into Maze Island.
Oh yeah, so I saw that Maze Island was there weren't a lot of options. It looked like there was like one main path you had to go down, and I didn't have, or I did have the fairy spell, but still, I didn't want to have to walk out of Maze Island and go through all those encounters again. I thought it would be faster to go do 3 first and then up A out of Maze Island instead of having to go through all those encounters. Especially because I didn't know if Maze Island was going to be Great Palace or not. It was either Great Palace or 6. So if I had gone all the way into Maze Island and it ended up being Great Palace, then I would have had to go all the way back out to get to Palace 3. Whereas if I do 3 first, then regardless of whether it's Great Palace or Palace 6, I'm just up being out of there at the end anyway.
Wow, that was a big lesson for all of us. Thank you. I would have never even thought about that. So yeah, important knowledge you just shared with us. So yeah, congratulations on winning this match, man. You killed the seed and you took good decisions. You made the bet to explore the East earlier. It didn't pay off that much, but you played well, so it didn't punish you in any way. So yeah, very good job on this seed. 1 hour and 8 minutes for a 6 gem seed is a very good time. So now Link 7 is at Dark Link, so he's gonna GG soon. So
Right, get your GG's out for Link 7th.
All right, guys. I unfortunately have to take off. I wish I could say hi to Link 7s real quick, but I got a lot of stuff on my agenda this afternoon. So thanks so much for the race. Thanks so much for the restream.
Well, thanks for popping in to chat it out and part the wisdom here. And GG, we'll see you in round 3, I guess, which will be just a seeding match for you. Already moving on to the bracket stage.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
And we'll see as we wrap things up here. Link 7's coming in just under about 10 minutes behind. Another very, very fast time. So 6 gems, basically a full normal seed. I guess we got the raft right away, but nothing too terribly helpful. So for both of them to come in under 80 minutes is a great time. It looks like Link 7's is popping into chat as we speak. Good game to you, sir.
Hey, thanks, guys.
You were hot on Digshake's tail throughout most of the race. It was very, very close throughout until a couple twists and turns in the palace is the last few that you did there.
Yeah, I feel like some of those palaces went really well, and some of them I just kind of got a little bit lost in the maze. Not really lost, but I was just taking long paths.
Right. I think we narrowed it down to you played very, very similar games, except for leveling strategy. So Digshake tended to favor magic levels, with fairy being the necessary way to get through doors. And you went for attack. Obviously, that could have gone either way, but it did seem to favor Digshake being able to get through the palaces a little faster with more casts of fairy.
Yeah, I knew that was costing me time.
And realistically, I think that may have been the only difference.
Yeah, I kind of felt like heading to Maze Island and finding the boots kind of saved some time, but
Absolutely here. Well, I think we're wrapping it up. Any last comments on the seed before we move on to round 3 and kind of the knockout round?
just GG to Dig. It was not a terrible seed. Some of the overworld paths were a little bit, slogging through the swamp, but yeah, I just, I think it being 6 gem kind of gave me a disadvantage.
It was really close. Like I say, very close, very well run. You guys both posted great times. You're up against the master and showed very well for yourself. So I imagine anybody that draws you round 3 is going to be shaking a little bit, hoping they can get through to the bracket round. But best of luck to you, sir.
All right, thanks. Thanks for the restream and commentary, guys.
Any last thoughts from you there, Victor?
Okay, now I just want to invite everyone to the following matches. So we've got 2 matches, one match on the 14th, which is Monday. We've got Ben Glastube against Dr. J PhD, and on Tuesday, that is at 11 p.m. Eastern time, and on Tuesday we've got Ryan 7 versus Eunice. That will be done at 2 p.m. Eastern. So look forward to those matches and look forward to the results of this Max Rando tournament that always has nice surprises punishing the players all over the place. So thank you for watching, and well, thanks to you, JJ, for the commentary, and the guys at the restream. So check their channels, check the channels of the runners, and well, thank you for everything, and well, we'll see you next time.
Sounds great. Thank you, Victor, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you for all those races coming up here on Randomania.